Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
India's innovation culture has seen a transformative shift in recent years, bolstered by government's initiatives, a surge in entrepreneurship, and increased funding for research and development. This expanding ecosystem has placed India among the world's most dynamic hubs for innovation. Today we have with us Mr. V. Sarvana Kumar, Secretary, Science and Technology, Government of Rajasthan, to give us an overview of the current scenario.
The present innovation culture in the country is actually a mass movement. Okay, the past 10 years, the Honorable Prime Minister of India has given this area of science, innovation part of science, the research part of science, a mass movement scale. Okay, every university, every college, every student in the country is now thinking on these lines. So innovation is now part of the curriculum. So that way, I think this is going to go very high. See, companies definitely will have their own R&D facilities. They are basically, theirs is a business model. A company basically is a business model. They definitely will have their own R&Ds. Okay? Every industry will have their own R&D facility. That is one side of the story. But this is not about the academic innovation side, is to find solutions. Those companies may have gaps in their own innovation ideas. Okay? If you are able to spot an idea, which many companies, maybe any industry, any sector of an industry for that matter, if you think of leather, maybe, if you think of cosmetics, if you think of healthcare, okay, if somebody comes up with an idea which is not covered, maybe the company R&D is missing out on some ideas, and if a student can come up with an idea which could give that company a boost, then they will definitely pick this idea also. Theirs is a highly funded project. They spend crores of money on R&D because it's a product that they want to develop and bring it to the market. Okay? Academic innovation at this point of time, maybe a college student level, okay, this is just an idea, but if he is able to identify an idea which has been left out by those many industries, then this could be the next big idea in the country. See, there is no short-term goal. Once you start with an innovation, you are actually thinking of bringing a product and becoming an entrepreneur. No, that's the idea. So the long term is entrepreneurship. Okay, so that is to build a company, to build a product, to build a portfolio and all that. Short-term goal is when you are in a phase of education, maybe when you're first year to fourth year, all that you can do is to just try and bring your product on a prototype scale. Okay, once that comes up, then you step on to the long-term aspect of your dream basically, and then you talk to angel investors, you talk to venture capitalists, and then you pitch your ideas. You know, when they see a business idea in your idea, and they definitely will pull in their money and take you high. The R&D infrastructure in the country is taking off very well, that is true, but on the other side, you are right, the repository of inventions, the repository of ideas is much larger than how much we can fund and bring them up to a better stage. Okay, so that part has to develop much. We need to spend more on R&D. Maybe we should fund more research projects. Maybe we should fund more ideas also. So actually the country, like I said in the first, now that it has become a mass movement, every student is thinking of coming up with an idea. Jugaad basically, he is trying to bring an idea to the market. So every student is on that line. So that means the repository is very high. How many of these ideas can be actually incubated, actually brought to a product scale? You know, that depends on the support that the government, the institutes, the private agencies, all of us have a role in this. Okay? So once that culture develops, maybe when that scale of operations improve, maybe all these ideas will come to the forefront. See, the success basically is monetary. Okay, a startup will be called a unicorn only if it earns that much of money. Okay, so that success is different. But I would speak of your mental success. You know, any idea that comes up in a student's mind has to have its own merit, and he has to be complimented for his idea. You know, so he gets a feeling that he has come up with a good idea that can bring a change in the society. It could be in any area of life. but his idea is worth complementing. That is what I would say. So don't measure your success by monetary values only. Maybe your success, your idea itself is a success. See, emerging technologies, there is a range of emerging technologies. Okay, maybe like you mentioned, deep fake and AI. Okay, these are going to be very, very disruptive. Okay, AI for that matter. To when you implement, when you come up with AI, you talk of big data, machine learning, and then you come up to AI. Okay, this will definitely help in all the processes that the governments are doing, the private companies are doing. AI is going to be rapidly, taking over our entire society. Okay, but that apart, I am only thinking of the disruptive part. The disruptive part could be reduction in jobs, but that doesn't mean jobs, everybody will lose their jobs and go home. I am only saying everybody in their present jobs should upskill, should definitely, learn a few more tricks, learn a few more, the related aspects of AI, and then be relevant in the present realm of the society. So AI being disruptive is one part, but being relevant is different. Once you are relevant, you are already there. Academic innovators are one side, but there are grassroots innovators also. So as Department of Science and Technology, as part of the government, I am thinking of grassroots innovators also who do not have any academic connections. Maybe they don't have any education, but they still have innovations in their minds and they've already done it in their fields. Many agriculturists I have already identified, they've made certain changes to their implements which has brought many, successful, outcomes. So these innovators, I am actually scouting for these innovators, trying to tell them that their idea is worth a patent and handhold them to that level and then making them an entrepreneur. So I am only focusing right now. Okay, the academic part is well taken care of. All the institutes are like, they're already streamlined. They know their skill. They know their work, job. But the grassroots innovators who is like, there is nobody who is telling him that this can be a good idea, you can be an entrepreneur also. These grassroots innovators come from all sizes of society, all parts of society. Even I have innovators from the most tribal part of Rajasthan. Okay, it could be an innovation on an agricultural front, it could be a new product, it could be a new implement, it could be a new variety of a potato, so these kinds of things. So we are also trying to bring these people to the forefront. These boot camps are very necessary. Innovation, design and entrepreneurship is the idea of the boot camp. These boot camps actually bring in students from across the country. You allow them to stand together, sit here for 5 days, work on their innovation, and then develop it as a design, as a product, and then you ultimately you guide them towards entrepreneurship, how their product could be commercialized. That's the final aspect of the camp idea, but at least they will go back with the idea of how to commercialize a product. But right now at this boot camp, they will start with their innovation. They can see it grow. They can have mentors who can guide them on their innovation, handhold them, and then take them up to design. See, an innovation is just an idea. To bring that as a product is the whole concept. These 5 days, they have labs which will help them to develop it as a product. And once the product prototype is developed, then if the idea is actually novel, then they will be taught the concept of IPR, intellectual property rights, which is the patent part of the whole concept of innovation. So once they get to learn the idea, they will then go on, maybe apply for a patent, and if awarded, then they have the right over their idea.
India's academic institutions are increasingly fostering a culture of innovation. With growing government support, programs and initiatives, India's innovation ecosystem is poised for robust and continued growth.